These are your life decisions. And take them and trade them in for a body. Okay? Take your life decisions, trade them in for a body. What kind of body do you think you would have based on your life decisions? If the body was not full of mercy and not a gift from God, what? Think about that. A lot of times you feel tired and kind of
perks you right up.
You're draining. Yes, drink water. You might think you're hungry. You might think, I'm hungry. I just feel so down. I'm hungry.
You're thirsty.
You might be hungry, but you might be
thirsty.
You might be thirsty. And they've done lots of studies to find out how we trigger hunger, and how a lot of times we think it's hunger, but it's really thirst.
And you know what?
You start with thirst.
I was going to say, make that a point. Make that a point that when you feel hungry, go get some water
first and let it sit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because when you do eat, you don't want to drink anything. Remember now, you're not drinking nothing when you're eating. But if you drink water beforehand and you use that as one of your little indications, it'd be perfect.
Like a little test.
It'll be
am I hungry?
perfect.
Am I thirsty? You
Yeah,
take this little test.
Just drink the water anyway.
You drink the water and you feel like, after several minutes, like, I feel
I'm good. I'm not as hungry as I
Let me
thought.
go and do this project first and I'll come back and eat. That tells you,
Oh my goodness.
So that's great. So another thing is drinking plenty of water improves your blood oxygenation and your blood circulation. You're talking about your plasma and your blood and how, your blood is made up of water. And so it keeps your blood thin. Not like thin, like blood thinner
Flowing.
in a bad way, but it keeps it nice and thin, which means what? It's moving.
That's right.
That means the heart can pump like this.
Right.
And the blood is thin enough and it will just go where it needs to go. But if you're underhydrated and even dehydrated or severely dehydrated, the blood is getting thick and sticky.
That's right.
And the heart is like trying to get
it's not even
the
moving.
blood
That's right.
to pump. So you're stressing your heart by not having enough water. And you may not have known that, but hopefully this is an eye-opener for some people who don't like water. People, I hate water, I don't drink water, I don't want to take the time to figure all that out, or I don't want to have to go to the bathroom all the time, or whatever we think, because I thought it too. I'm not even making fun of you. I'm right there. But to see, wow, I'm stressing my heart.
Yes.
Who would have made that connection? You're stressing your heart. Drink water. Also, it carries oxygen. Your blood, oxygen is carried in your bloodstream as well, right? So what are we doing here? We need to keep ourselves alert. We need to keep oxygen to the brain, to all the parts of the body. Water does that.
And your brain, by the way, is 80% water already. Just so you know, if you're not getting water in your brain, just think about how brainless you are.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's like,
just hearing all these
amazing.
high percentages. Like,
God, it's just amazing that we just been living every day.
not recognizing.
Not knowing any. It's just amazing how we even got through up to wherever we are.
Because our body is so amazing.
It's amazing.
That it works even when we don't do right. And even when we abuse it or ignore it. And God has given us the grace of a body that is so full of mercy and grace that it is still works beyond where it should, according to, like, I have a body that I don't deserve.
Amen.
I have a body that I don't deserve. I mean, if we're going by decisions I've made my whole entire life, take all the decisions of your whole life, everybody, take them all, put them in a package. These are your life decisions, and take them and trade them in for a body. Okay? Take your life decisions, trade them in for a body. What kind of body do you think you would have based on your life decisions? If the body was not full of mercy and not a gift from God, what? Think about that. You've probably heard about intermittent fasting. You've maybe even tried it. Maybe it didn't work out for you. Maybe you didn't get great results. Or maybe you just need a reset. But either way, we've got this free intermittent fasting guide for you. It's got lots of colorful pictures and lots of information with a 2-week plan to get you started intermittent fasting and enjoying the amazing benefits. So check the link below if you're watching YouTube, and if you're on the podcast, check the show notes. Get that link.
And it's easier than you think.
Yeah, so go get it. that might be something to really hold on to, because that's going to give you a different perspective on how you treat it, right? And me too. I mean, us. I'm not.
Oh.
It's definitely, yeah. So, so 90% of your blood plasma, water. 80% of the brain, water. 3/4 of the body, water. Like all of these things, it's water. Cerebral spinal fluid, water. It's water. So warm water is also something that can help you with your veins expanding. So by drinking warm water, like I know, like I'll drink hot water in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe squeeze a lemon, a little apple cider vinegar sometimes,
yeah.
or just by itself. You drinking that warm water, it kind of like, it soothes and it opens up your brain, your veins and all of your vessels, so that the blood can flow freely through and they're not constricted, particularly if you're cold. We talked about it last time, the vasoconstriction. What happens when you're cold? It gets tiny and narrow. So the warm water kind of opens that up so the blood can flow nicely. So that's really an amazing, also amazing thing that water does with your circulation.
Can I go back with
Yeah, whatever you got.
something you said about what you deserve your body?
Yeah.
I saw it that way, the way you said it, but I also saw it another way I want to share.
Please speak it right. Just
I want to
speak
laugh.
it right out there.
I want to listen, girl. I want to laugh so hard. I have the body I deserve.
Oh Lord.
No.
On one level, we do, right? That's true. That's true.
And now I want to take back my body
and my temple.
And my temple that God wanted me to have.
Yeah.
Without my interference
Yes.
to get what I deserve right now.
Yeah.
And I love that I'm going through this journey because I cannot tell you the differences from when I started and now.
Oh, yeah.
Big differences, and they keep getting better and better. Yeah. So,
amen. So
I
there you go.
Share that.
Put it in the place it goes for you, because certainly we are full of grace. Our bodies are full of grace.
Amen.
So another thing, speaking of, all these things, the way we're thinking about things, cognition. Water helps so much with your cognitive function.
Oh, yeah.
It improves so much about how you think, how the brain fog, it's clarity. It helps you. Your brain, like you said, 80% water, right? So keep it hydrated so that it can function and you don't have that sort of lazy brain, or I just feel foggy and just blah,
Sometimes your attention span is so, you're not even attentive to what you're doing. You're kind of just doing something automatic pilot or just nonchalantly, and you're not really,
And you have a hard time concentrating for longer periods of time.
Yes.
Right? Whereas when you get a nice glass of water and suddenly it perks up, like, everything starts
That's right.
Yeah, like it's popping, you know what I mean? Short-term memory, it's like I just feel forgetful and sluggish and I don't quite, okay, hold on, I'm rereading the sentence over and over again. I can't seem to
concentrate.
Get it together. Yeah, focus and concentrate. Stop, go get yourself a glass of water and notice the difference.
Yes.
Because dehydration impairs your cognitive function.
It does.
And it's just a fact. So we have got an amazing offer for you. We have a low carb get started course. It is a virtual online course. It's 6 weeks of full colorful presentations. You've got a course book. You've got all that you need in order to get started on low carb. It's called Help, I Don't Know Where to Start, a 30-day guide to a low carb. So it's self-paced, it's virtual. Go ahead to our website, therealhealthyou.com, and get your course so that you can get started smashing the sugar, which is the first foundation when you want to get rid of low carb.
That's right.
Yes. So
and you got this help right here.
Yes. Take advantage of it, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yes.
Your reaction time, it slows down your reaction time when you're not drinking enough. Stay hydrated, and you are attentive, you're alert, you're more ready for the day, for the project, for the people, for all the things, the challenges of your day. You can take them on a lot more if you're drinking and you're hydrated. So if you start to feel any of those ways, take a break. I mean, it's good to take some good deep breaths too. I know this doesn't have to do with water, but deep breaths through the nose, belly breaths, and hold and exhale. What a difference. It brings all this oxygen up into the brain, and then you go and drink water, and your brain is like, yes, you do care about me.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people will go and get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
don't really
for
need
the
to
caffeine to get me awake.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you feel that you got to get a cup of coffee to wake up.
Yeah.
Get that water.
Yeah.
Put
Get
some
the water
sea
first.
salt.
Get the water first.
That's right. And put some, if you need a little sea salt in there, or you know,
or electrolytes. Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead, but get that water. That's what you need.
That's true.
Now, the coffee could be a sort of sideline as an enjoyment. Maybe you like a cup of coffee a day, but not for the energy.
Yeah.
Get the water first.
For sure. Get the water first. And then a lot of times too is if you get the water first and then you get the coffee, you don't drink as much of the coffee.
Yeah.
Because number one, you drank water. Your stomach can only hold so much liquid, right? And number two is you started feeling better because of the water.
That's right.
So as you're sipping the coffee, it's kind of like you might take a few sips, and you're working or you're doing, and you realize, I still have a half a cup here. I didn't even get to it. It's cold now.
You know?
Because take the water first.
Oh, by the way, if it gets cold, just put a few ice cubes in it.
Or heat it up.
Well, yeah, you could
I'm a heater-upper.
I'm a ice cube girl.
So it does. It helps you to let water be the first thing.
Yes.
And then whatever else after that is fine.
Yes.
Because in fact, coffee is water. I mean, when we cut right to it, coffee is water with some stuff in it.
Yeah,
it's really water though, right? So you are getting water when you drink coffee.
Yeah.
It's just you're also getting the caffeine and some other things. And the caffeine is not, you know what, let's
caffeine
not get into...
Caffeine could be good, yeah.
Yeah, let's not get into a big shebang about it. But caffeine in and of itself is not a bad thing.
No, it's
so
not.
We're not saying don't drink coffee and don't have caffeine. It has a time, it has a place, and it actually helps in some ways for different things. But sidebar. So,
but it's got to be organic, by the way. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
Yeah,
sorry, not sorry.
I know.
She's not sorry.